Hey everybody, TK here for Theme King TK, coming to you from Volcano Bay. So, Kia ora Islanders, that is the greeting here of the Watori people of Volcano Bay, where Tapu Tapu will soon go away, and Volcano Bay itself will go away, at least temporarily. Tapu Tapu will be no more, and then Volcano Bay will close for refurbishment from October 26th through on or before March 24th. So get in one more trip. We're going to take a tour. I'll give you some tips, and we'll talk about what Tapu Tapu can do while it lasts. So have a great time with me as we party on in the park. Aloha! If you plan to visit Volcano Bay and stay on property, consider Cabana Bay, because you have your own walking path to the park, and it'll get you right to the front gate.
Sitting around Volcano Bay.
Nothing wrong with sitting around Volcano Bay. And if you get here early for early opening, if you're a pass holder or staying at an on-site hotel, this is what you might see. It's like you have your own tropical hideaway to yourself. And then step one is getting a lounge chair. This was the last couple hours of it being open, and you can see pretty wide open. And there's the Tapu Tapu. And you will be able to tap in, get wait times. As it says, it'll do the waiting for you, at least till it goes away. And then you can head out for an adventure in Volcano Bay. Get here an early opening and you can have Watori Beach, again, almost to yourself in those crystal blue waters. There is nothing more relaxing than a little back float right under the rushing waterfall of Krakatau volcano. Just simply the best. A little eruption from Krakatau. You can see here right now, because this is for the Ko'okiri body plunge, a rite of passage for the Watori people. You see high stepa. You're going to be climbing 209 steps. You're going to get in that glass case of emotion. The floor is going to drop out, and a few seconds later, you'll find yourself here. 125 feet down, you reach Velocicoaster style speed around 65 miles an hour. And then if you need to cool off after that thrilling journey, don't sleep on this pool here. It's an incredible pool when it's open. And fun fact, if you dive under the water here, there's sounds, ocean sounds like whales and dolphins, submarines, all kinds of things. You just can't beat the theming of Volcano Bay. Those alligators are a lot more friendly than the ones that were at the Swamp of the Undead back at HHN. And here we take a look at Kopikawai, the winding river, the lazy river of the park. Again, early open, nobody in there. You can pretty much have it to yourself. There's lots of places to get a snack when they open up in the park as well. A lot of these little satellite snack stands. And here we take a look at Hanu and Ika Moana, the big family raft rides. These are open as part of the early open as well, so you can knock these out and get them out of the way. And the way you can tell the difference, oh, look at this, making sure those inner tubes are nice and full. And here comes somebody crashing down from Hanu. That's the blue one, strange enough, since that means turtle. And now we are going to take a look at somebody crashing down on Ika Moana. 2 to 5 riders can ride this. If you are solo, you could go up there. They'll probably throw you in with another group. And Hanu, the blue one, has this big half pipe, and you can really get some good height if you got a good sized group and you get some weight behind you. And here's where you don't want to necessarily just settle, or if it's a busy day, getting chairs at that front beach if it's busy, because you might find one of these secluded beaches. Here is Runamaka Reef, a nice area for the little ones. Great theming as well. As the sun goes down, these frog lamps really come to life. And there's a lot of interactive places for your Tapu Tapu not working here. And I wonder if they're starting to phase them out, because again, Tapu Tapu is going away. Here's a place, there's lockers, bathrooms, showers throughout the park. And here's where you use Tapu Tapu to get a return time. Here for Krakatau, the aqua coaster, absolutely the most popular ride in the park. It was only 5 minutes at this point, so had to tap in and get that return time. I guess when Tapu Tapu goes away, it's just going to be conventional lines. unless they add, you know, a express type feature. There you see the aqua coaster. It's incredible. You're going to go wind in and out of the volcano, these big drops, and then using the force of magnets, it pulls you with some serious speed back into these tubes. It is incredibly fun and thrilling. Highly recommend. You got to do it if you go to Volcano Bay. Here's a look at Te Awa, the fearless river. Not as fearless as it once was. I remember it moving with a much faster current, but you wear a life jacket and you'll kind of cruise through the river. Rocky and Tonga, the Taniwa tubes, these are awesome. Single rider or double rider, they're all double tubes, but you'll get some serious speed going through here and then crash down to the cool waters below. Love the Taniwa tubes, and I love the suspension bridge that you take to get there. One of the dragon bars here towards the back of the park where you can get a nice libation. An award to the best themed quick service goes to the Feasting Frog. You can get nachos there, tacos, chicken carne asada, carnitas. And here's a look at the beach. That was the beach to go to the Fearless River. Here's Punga Racers. Here you'll start with some of your friends there up at the top or other riders. And it's kind of a racing slide. You don't know kind of where you're going to stand in the race till you crash down below. See if you can take that top spot. Again, coming for early open, you can take a look. Come, I think, for start of the day, end of the day, and you're going to find the lowest wait times. In the heat of the day in the middle, it's when it's going to get busy. And again, find one of the secluded beaches in the back. You can't go wrong. Here, shrouded in the shrubbery, are more family raft slides, Maku and Puihi collectively. Another look at the Fearless River there. That's one of the entrances where you can get your life jacket there to the right and then wade your way in. And these family raft rides in the back, while not as thrilling as Ika Moana and Hanu, are a great choice because they're in the back of the park, kind of hidden, and usually not super long lines. So a closer look there, and that's the type of raft that you're going to ride. Another look at one of the secluded beaches of Volcano Bay, so explore around and you can find a lot of privacy. Now we look at Oh Yeah and Oh No, which are drop slides, some of the tube slides of the park. Oh Yeah is the green. It's a 4-foot drop down to the pool. Oh no, 6 feet down. They do say you need to be a good strong swimmer because you are going to drop into deep water there when you hit the pool. And now we've got the serpentine body slides, some of the other body slides of the park. Like Ko'okiri, you are going to walk those steps up to the top of Krakatau. They are trapdoor slides, and you're going to get some serious speed. But where Ko'okiri is a straight drop down, these are serpentine slides, and they will wind all throughout the middle of the volcano till you come crashing down here at the bottom. Very, very thrilling. Here's a look at where you enter those slides. And then to the right, a pretty cool little thing here is a path, and you can get a great view of Watori Beach from this observation deck right up against Krakatau volcano. And again, if you didn't know you were in a water park, you would seriously think you're just at a tropical resort. And if you want to get a real close look at the riders going down the Ko'okiri, you can swim up to that clear tube and they'll just speed right by you. If you want a really close look at Krakatau, you can go into the volcano. Here we go. Phone survived, and now into the fog-filled catacombs, not to be confused with the catacombs of Monsters Unchained. But here, found one that works. Here is one of the interactive Tapu Tapu elements. So we'll see. Maybe they'll just transfer it over to a button push. And here you see Vol, the god of the volcano. This used to be an interactive character, where a voice actor would interact with you, kind of like the Enchanted Fountain. But now Vol, just kind of speaks and tells the story of Krakatau and the Watori. Still kind of a fun hidden gem and a place to explore. Maybe you have some of the little ones that don't want to go on some of the big slides, and this is just kind of a fun adventure to go on, kind of like Camp Jurassic at the Jurassic Park section of Islands of Adventure. Here's another interactive element here with Tapu Tapu, this cool fountain. And again, part of the refurb that's going to happen between October 26th and March, hopefully earlier, will maybe be turning some of this stuff over away from Tapu Tapu.
Should I have poi or bananas for lunch?
So our friend not knowing if he wants poi or bananas for lunch, but good news is there's plenty of great places to get food. There they have got really good longboard pizza, and at the marketplace, if you forgot a water shirt or sunscreen or a hat, and do I spy some Jaws merch? Yeah, Jaws is everywhere. Well, Jaws went to the Bahamas in Jaws of Revenge, so I guess Jaws could go to Volcano Bay, and here we see the dancing dragons, the best way to end your day at Volcano Bay. Nothing better than a pina colada, and you can't beat the view. Doesn't get any better than this. And you can even get a view of the blowhole of people coming down Ko'okiri from here. The libations are delicious, and the view's even better here at Volcano Bay. You will be full of the Aloha spirit. And if you come to Dancing Dragons, be careful that you don't get too full of the Aloha spirits. And one last look at Tapu Tapu before it goes away. One other thing to mention is if you stay in a Volcano Bay view room, you're going to have a great view of Volcano Bay and of Krakatau, but you are a ways away from the hotel, the lobby, and the shuttles to the other park and the diner. Just letting you know. So another great day at Volcano Bay. Since aloha also means hello and goodbye, I will say to you, aloha from Theme King TK.